Strange things happen at airports. Oh yes, and you've seen it too. A guy came in a Cessna 150, it was about 1978, comes down, lands his airplane, Cessna 150 Land-O-Matic. Folks, again, I'm not making this up. Lands his airplane, he runs the airplane off the runway, ground loops that bad boy, literally rips the right wing off the aircraft. And folks, those doors popped open and 3 people could be seen running from the Cessna 150. Thus the reason for the ground loop. Because the Cessna 150 had 3 big men. It's amazing that they actually fit. They took the aircraft into the maintenance hangar, and I can't tell you the name of the maintenance hangar because I don't want the people at Parsons Air to get upset. And they took off the right wing of the airplane. My buddy Tim was working on the airplane at this time, and he was the mechanic. He was also a commercial instrument-rated pilot. Tim took the right wing off the airplane. And, of course, the engine had sudden stoppage, so they had to repair the engine, too. So they repaired the engine. They were going to leave the right wing to go and be repaired last. So the engine's repaired, right wing is off, left wing is on. And Tim says, you know, I've got to do a run-up. And if you're going to do a run-up, of course, you want to make sure that you do the run-up in the proper place, otherwise known as the run-up area. So 8 o'clock Saturday morning, I'm telling you exactly as it happened. You are the getting-aheadest bunch I've ever seen. Stay with me now. He calls the tower and says, Tower, it's 213 to Bravo, Parsons Air, taxi, taxi. They said, Roger, 213 to Bravo, clear to taxi. He taxis. Now you have to get the sight picture here. He's taxiing down the taxiway in half a Cessna 150. More appropriately called a C-75. Now, I couldn't see this. I didn't see this part, and I'll tell you how I know this story, because there must have been at least 40 eyeballs pressed up against the glass in the tower. The controller sees this airplane taxiing by and probably went, hey, Bob, Frank, get over here quick. You're not going to believe this. The tower controller picks up his microphone and says, 213 to Bravo, this is Orange County Tower. Are you experiencing any difficulty? And Tim said, no. The controller said, well, don't worry, you will. Now, the reason I know about this is Tim pulls into the run-up area. I am sitting in the run-up area, the far end of the run-up area. My student's doing his normal run-up. Click, 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 boom. Click, boom. This is how students signal other students at other airports. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Some of these are just for me, folks, so I got it. So my student looks over, and all of a sudden, he sees something he has never seen before. Blood flows cut off to the carotid arteries, going to the higher neocortical functions in his brains. He can no longer talk. His entire vocabulary is reduced to 2 words. He looks over and goes, bad thing. Bad thing. Oh. He's pulling on my coat like that. And I said, Bob, what's the matter? He's going, bad thing. I'm cool. Trained, cool, collected, professional flight instructor. I look cool because I've been trained to sweat on the right side of my face only. I look over and I go, whoa. He goes, what is it? And I go, bad thing. It was my buddy Tim. I knew exactly what was going on. Tim does his little run. He takes his airplane out of the run-up area. Not too many people in the traffic pattern here, so this is done responsibly, I'll bet. And he pulls up to the runway threshold. Folks, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. I see him switching frequencies, and I said, he's going for the full Monty here. We switch. He calls the tower. This is what he said. He says, Tower, remember, left wing on, right wing gone. Tower is 213 to Bravo, done with the run-up, ready for takeoff. Folks, the controller keys his microphone and says, yeah, Roger, and I suppose you want a left turnout, too. You know,
if you want to pass your IFR knowledge exam or your private pilot knowledge exam, then check out my 50-hour and or 40-hour Instrument Pilot eGround School or Private Pilot eGround School, respectively. Not only will you pass the exam, but you'll learn more about the essentials of IFR or VFR flying that you just won't get in other ground training programs. Why? Well, because I've been instructing for over 5 decades, have personally written and illustrated 7 aviation books, 5 of which are aviation textbooks, delivered training programs in all 50 states and many European countries, and have won countless awards from the FAA for my aviation training programs. In short, you won't be taught by a private pilot with limited experience and a basic ground instructor rating. Instead, you'll receive quality ground training that makes it easy and fun to learn. So visit rodmachado.com and check out the large selection of aviation educational courses.